30 minutes ago.
What?
Hey, a mistake.
What a mistake.
I'm on live. This phone live. A mistake. This phone. Okay, we are coming out for like 30 minutes video. Not to stay long today. My people. My on me. This Ewuare. How am I? Mm. Please go look in the orange blood, please. I'm on live, okay? Understand? Go make this. I'm on live, okay? What happened here? Never. What happened there? Sit down. Okay. uh, uh, Well, I say thank you. Today we use just English. We're just going to come out for 30 minutes because a lot of people have slept off even the movie. We just I say we. Yes, we just want to discuss something. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mofi Yogiso. I am an indigenous Igodo descendant. I am from the Aboriginal people of Iduland. Somebody who does not know where he come from, see, he's a lost man. So today I received a phone call from the Oba Kenzwa family, the son of the Oba Kenzwa, the father, the grandfather of this Oba. So he was telling me not to be throwing mats to their family, that their family have no hands in the atrocity the Oba Benin have committed. So I want to use this. We will not reveal what we discussed, but I will also try to share more light on our discussion. On behalf of me and my family, my descendants of the Aboriginal people of Igodo, we are not engaged their Kenzwa family, and we will never be engaged their family. History have come and gone. So what we are trying, the reason why we are at today is not to prosecute them for the evil they have perpetrated in our lands, because this is their what their Oromia ancestors have done. But the truth of the matter is that we supposed to know our history, and I believe we have to know what happened. So what is going on today is an ethnic cleansing. So the Ewuare have come. He said he's the Ewuare the second. As you all may know, the Ewuare the first was a genocider. He committed crime against humanity. He done a lot of evil in our land. So we, in our time, we will not allow Ewuare the second to exist. The first was an evil genius, was a genocider, was a criminal, and also a human sacrificer. So he done a lot of things that even the devil have never even done since. So we have been hearing about the devil. So when people are talking about Pharaoh, I think the Ewuare and their co were the terrorists. They're even more dangerous more than the Boko Haram. Boko Haram, so let me choose. I have to choose Boko Haram than to choose the Oba. These alien people, I don't know how to describe them. But I want just to say the Oba Kenzwa family, I have no bad intention against your family. I just here to say our history, and the history have to be. If my father was an armed robber, the late Lawrence Adini still have son. The son still exists today. Have two sons. So people will not say, oh, because the father was an armed robber, hey, like that. So nothing like that. You understand? They will not, but they will. The history is there that Anini once come, and the history have to be told. If Anini, people can be talking about the history of Anini, I see no reason why people should not talk about the history of the evil Obas we have had in the Pharaohs. Today, I am saying hello to Oba Kenzwa family. We are friends, we are neighbor, we are live side by side. I don't have any intention to organize our Aborigine to drive us, any of our Kenzwa family, and I don't have that intention. We have stayed together and we have come to live together. And I am the Ogiso, as the Ogiso of Igbo land, and we are ready to do the normal sacrifice to forgive you all your sins that you have committed, your forefather have committed against our land. So I am not against your family, but the reason why I am here today, we don't want those evil to continue to repeat itself. And we will continue to educate our primary school dropouts and those who are uncivilized and those who are educated fools and those who are ready to learn. In a class, everybody, if you have 50 students, everybody cannot pass to the next class. They will say have some people who will carry 50 over 50. So some will carry 49 over 50. Maybe at the end of the day, they will say 42 pass, 8 people repeat. So that is how it always be. My brothers and my sisters, we have come a long way. Without fear of favor, I will never give up in our struggle. I will continue to use the little resources in my disposal, and I will continue to seek for more financial support to make sure that we achieve our goals. Seeing me, I'm a man of transparency. I'm a man who cherishes peace, a man who loves his neighbor as he loves himself. I am not a racist. I'm not a tribalistic man. I'm a man of timber and caliber, a man of Masonia and Obeche and Okan. Yes, that is what we represent. Uh, I thank late Ogarewa, the man who was able to document our history. May the soul of late Ogarewa rest in peace. So, if not Ogarewa today, we will be a slave of the Oba for the rest of our lives. But I am happy today that we are alive. Please, I am alive. You are alive. We are a living witness to what the second Oba, they say the second Pharaoh, I have just started doing. Human sacrifice is a thing of the past, but we were surprised when Oba Ewuare II came into of what called it become Oba. Say he's trying to reverse to the old old pattern. Said he will want to reverse when how the first Oba came, that they want to bring the tradition of human sacrifice. So we are not going to accept that type of wayward living. Today, I'm here to send a message to our Aboriginal people, no matter where they live around the world. But it sadly means some people from the Ile miss blood, or whatever how you may call them. But I always believe in truth. When you call a goat, people say don't call goat, call them lion. We have the Ile and we have the Aboriginal people of Igudomigodo. I am not an Ile I have my DNA. My DNA shows that I am an Aboriginal. Please, I don't want this thing to disturb. Block the door. So I am an Aboriginal son of Igudomigodo land, Idu. So my brothers and my sisters, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to the state governor, His Excellency, Governor Godwin Obaseki. This is my New Year message to the Executive Governor of Edo State. The other day, I called on the state governor to go to go and make peace with his brother, Comrade Adams Ushomole. I was so happy and my heart was full of joy when His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, went ahead and met Oshomole at Iyamu, the village of Oshomole. I was praying for our ancestor to heal the wounds the governor of Edo State have with Oshomole. And I came out on live video. I did all my best and was appealing to Oshomole to let there be peace in our state so that we can move forward. But as you all may have known, the Oba Bini was the principal suspect and the brain behind the confusion between Oshomole and Governor Obaseki. Having said that, I am not a politician. I'm an human rights activist, a man who is fighting for the freedom of our people. I am calling and I'm appealing to the state governor Your Excellency, I repeat again, I am calling or I am appealing or begging on Governor Obaseki to come to our aid. One, the power the Oba of Benin is using is unconstitutional, it's unlawful, it's null and void. Nigeria is a federal republic. Nigeria is not a kingdom. What we have in Nigeria is traditional rulers. We don't have kingdom, we don't have king. We don't have royal majesty. What we have in Nigeria is royal highness. They are traditional rulers. In 1999 constitution, the traditional rulers are there. They said the reason why they are there because the constitution say that these are the custodial head of our history. Today, in Edo South, where we come from, Edo South is made up of 7 local governments. The Oba of Benin have been ruling with tyranny. We have the years of Udo. The years of Udo have been sidelined. The Oba of Benin have started creating dukedom in Nigis in all those areas, which is unconstitutional, and those Enogi are all illegal. The Oba of Benin have denied the years of Benin his traditional position and constitutional power to be the traditional ruler of Ovia, Yekovia community. The Oba Benin have decided to be sending his brothers, saying that they have blue blood. So we have black blood. What we have in Edo State is we have the Ewuare of Hussein. Ewuare of Hussein, these are the people, the traditional, let me say the people who migrated from Ile-Ife alongside with the father of the Oba, Oromio, in 1170 AD. Oba Benin was trying to impose his own wish on top of on the Ewuare of Hussein. That led to the death of Ewuare of Hussein. We were very happy today that the son of the Ewuare of Hussein, who's school in America, have refused and never allowed the Oba Benin to rule over him. I congratulate you, the Ewuare of Hussein, for standing as a man, and may the gods of our land continue to guide you and your family. We all know you came from Ile-Ife, but we have nothing against you. It is this only Oba of Benin who is now constituting nuisance. Of recent, we saw what happened in the Ijaw communities. Our history have make it clear that the Ijaw people were the people who stopped Prince Oromio, the great-grandfather of the Oba, from entering the land of Igodomigodo. As you all have read or have heard about it, that Igodomigodo is a Ijaw word, which means the key to the kingdom of success. We are the aboriginal people of the land. It was the Oba father, which is named Prince Oromio, who brought war of invasion to our land. We have no link whatsoever with Oromio. Oromio was a warrior of which the Ile-Ife, where he come from, they all know, and they have testified to it. Today, the Oba Benin have imposed his family on us. In Uremu local government, he have created not less than 40-something dukedoms, putting his brothers, sons, to be selling our lands. Mr. Governor, as I speak to you today, Inugo, Niyokorion, we have government reserve. As I speak to you right now, Your Excellency, the government reserve, the Oba Benin have taken over the government reserve, and he have divided the government reserve among himself, Captain Osa, Izeyamu, and the Deputy Oba, Mr. Roland Ehon. And the remaining parts, he have appointed his brother as the Nugi of Ugo, of which in that village we have Agbowi the Nugo. Agbowi the Nugo was taken to Oba Palace. He was used to drink a oath against his wish. He was kidnapped and forced to drink oaths, and he was banished. Your Excellency, there is nowhere in our constitution where it's written or in our law where the Oba Bini, we don't know where the Oba Bini derived the power to banish people and declare people as Oba. This is unconstitutional. We are calling on you, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, to set up a panel of inquiry to look into the traditional rascality of the Oba Ewuare of Benin. Of recent, he have described himself as the second god in Edo South. As I speak to you now, Your Excellency, the Oba of Benin, Oba Ewuare the second, have recruited OPC, Odua People Congress. If you go to Oba Palace, you have recruited them, you have given them gun. Behind the palace, I will remember the name of the streets. They have office there. They are parading themselves as a member of the Odua People Congress with guns, AK-47 and different type of, they're branded different type of rifles. As I speak to you, Your Excellency, today, any community that resists the Oba Bini will send those OPC to go and kidnap the elders under duress, bring them to Oba Palace, use them to take a poisonous oath, which is a crime against the Aborigine. You are the governor of Edo State. We are calling on you to, with matter of urgency, to quickly stop the Oba Bini from this madness. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, we want to refer you to the areas of lands. The land belongs to the states. The state is a geopolitical entity endowed with human and natural resources. But we are so surprised today that the Oba Bini is not performing the functions of the state governor. Since I was born, I live in a country called Nigeria. Nigeria is a federalism. We practice federalism in Nigeria. As I speak to you right now, Your Excellency, I have never seen anywhere in Nigeria where a traditional ruler will be selling people land and creating a dukedom. It sadly means that in Edo State, the Oba Bini went to Orowo village, a government reserve that was there. The Oba Bini sold the government reserve to Presco, and oil was discovered in Orowo village. The Oba Bini sent his brother and installed his brother as Duke, which is called a Nugi, in Orowo village. And this installation of Duke, the Nugi, is unconstitutional. It doesn't exist in our law. It's null and void. It's of no effect. There is no traditional edict that permits the Nugi of Orowo to exist or even to perform the duty of even selling land and collecting royalty in collaboration with the Oba of Benin. Your Excellency, we are also drawing your attention to some villages along Saple roads, like the names of all those villages. We are so surprised that it was the state and the local government that have power to change the name of the villages. But today we are not seeing Agoo, Agibugo, Agibioza. These are the Aboriginal people who have lived in our land for more than 800 or 1,000 years ago. Today, the Oba Bini have changed the name from Agibiogo to Oba Etin village, from Agibugo to Oba Yonto village, to Agibioza to Oba Isiagbon village. He have started changing the names of all those villages to his father's names, of which the Obabini does not does not does not have the power to be changing names of village. Is unconstitutional. The power lies in the hands of the government. Your Excellency, we want you, when you become the governor of Edo State second term, to call the Commissioner of Land and Survey to check which are the names of the government reserves. Your Excellency, I stand today to tell you the truth that the government reserves we have in Edo State have been sold, and the Oba Abini continue to sell those lands without the knowledge of the state government. The Oba Abini, we don't know where he got the power to be selling community lands, village lands, and he have been stepping on people's toes. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, we are still referring you to the areas of Sapler roads. We want you to set up a committee to look into those villages. Oba Etin, Oba Yanto, Imasabo, Ologbo, Agibiogo, all the lot of names of which I cannot cram in my head. Oba Abini have sold those villages to Presco, 20,000 acres of land, 10,000 acres of land, by depriving the Aboriginal people. They don't have any means of farming, any means of livelihood today. As I speak to you today, Your Excellency, our people have resorted into crime, prostitution, cultism. In those days when we were young, the only way, our way of surviving was when you are poor, you go to village. Today, most of our village are being sold. And as there's another thing I want to add to it, Your Excellency, we want you to review the agreement, the sales agreement of all those lands. There is a tricks inside that the Oba Benin will rent the land out for 80 years. After the 80 years, the land will belong to these children, of which the Oba Benin is not from that village. Your Excellency, these are some of the reasons why our people are running away from home. Most of them don't have village to farm. They will be telling you, go to your village. Going to those villages today, there is no place to farm. The Oba Bini have sold the village of those people. Your Excellency, Mr. Governor Obaseki, I want to use my village as an example. The whole world saw what happened in my village. The Oba Bini, Oba Ewuare, sent his brother Enoge Duke to my village, Mr. Wansia, to sell 80% of our village. Your Excellency, these are the land where my father make farm, my great-great-father, my ancestor, the founder of our village, and most of our people. If the Oba Bini could have succeeded in selling out those our village, I believe today the youth in our village will resort to crime. The girls we have in our village will be forced to migrate to Ghana to settle for prostitution. We continue to bring out the proof to you so that you can investigate it. Because the crime rate in our state is so high to the extent that the hotels in those states is full of Benin girls and prostitutes. We don't have any other way of livelihoods. Mr. Governor, I want to draw your attention to the area of job creation. Your Excellency, we have much companies in Edo State. Without wasting my time, let me quickly just mention some of the companies we have in Edo State. Your Excellency, we have Okumu Oye. Okumoye is the largest employer. The people that work in Okomoye directly and indirectly are close to 200,000 youths. Your Excellency, as I speak to you today, the direct staffs and the management, the director, board of directors, they are not from Edo State. Majority of them are from Ile-Ife and Ogun State. We are not saying people should not work in our states. The Oba of Benin is the cause. If they want to employ anybody in Okomu Oye, it is only the Oba of Benin who have the rights. You have to go to Oba of Benin and bring a letter. The Oba of Benin have so much staff our people to the extent that our people cannot even look for job in their state. They are not going to Delta State, Bayelsa State. If you go to Port Harcourt, you will see a lot of our Isham brothers. They are now looking for a way of survival in another land where we have work in our states. Your Excellency, I want you to set up a committee to look into these areas. A board of internal revenue which collect tax have to look into their names and their state of origin. We are not telling you to chase people away from our states, but we want to be carried along. Most of your political advisors, your special advisors, they are not advising you because they are so scared of the Oba of Benin. Nobody is ready to tell you the truth, Your Excellency. We heard that you are a weak and sick governor. That is the reason why I have never come out publicly to lay insult on you. I know you are an educated man. I said it the other time that you are the most educated governor we have in Nigeria. We know you can use your education to help our people. We know you can leave a legacy. You can make a difference in our land. When you want to ask your father for school fees, you cannot be insulting your father. We believe we have to beg our father, Baba. We'll go and help him to fetch water and sweep around the house before our father can give us, oh, okay, yes, this my son is good now. Now let me give him money for school fees. Sir, Your Excellency, I have come today as a New Year message to you, sir. Majority of our people are poor due to how the Oba Benin want us to be. They have said that we are slave of the Oba. How long can we be slaves? Since 12th century up to today, we still remain slave, 850 years. But I see no reason why we cannot fight for our freedom. People are running to America, United States to have American passport. It was people like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and so many other human rights activists that fight for the freedom of the Black America, which our people are now going there today to seek for a greener pasture. Home is always home. I come out today as a bridger, as a peacemaker, as a lover of freedom. My purpose of coming out is to make sure that our people are being set free from the hands of the Pharaoh of Ile-Ibinu. Your Excellency, sir, I, for one, on behalf of me and our good people of Igodo land, we are appealing to you. We are calling on you to set up a committee to look into the land seized by the Oba of Benin. And we also urge you to take over the sales of lands and ban the Oba of Benin and CDA and the Nugis and whatsoever from interfering in any land matters. Your Excellency, I want to put 3 points out. One, we are calling on you to we want the State Ministry of Land and Survey to be the arm of government that is responsible for the sales of lands. That the Oba Benin will never have any power whatsoever to sell any villages or lands. As I speak right now, the son of the Oba, the acclaimed first son of the Oba is Elecha. I went to Ogba, Yekogba village, Yekogba, after along airport road he went there to sell thousands acres of land. Just imagine Ezeleka, a son of Oba who went to school in London. Coming back from London, he don't work. He's selling our land. I saw you, Your Excellency, with Ezeleka. Your Excellency, I want you to investigate it. We will not have a place to call our home again if we allow this sadists, or what you call them, this evil so-called Oba and his son, to sell our villages. Our children, 200 years from now, who are we, Your Excellency? We want you to make a change, to make a history in our land. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, I'm begging on you today, please help us. We are your brother. We know what history says, that your father, the late Obaseki, Awo Ogbede, migrated from Nsukwa in Delta State. We all are one family. Your Excellency, sir, it will be better for you to take those sales of the lands and stop the Oba and his brothers from selling our aboriginal home. I want to make an example in Ukiri village. As I speak to you today, the Nogi of Ukiri was appointed by Rediawa. In Ukiri village, this is the village of Yogisus. Today, the Nogi is selling those villages. His name is retired Superintendent of Police Usayende Ukiri Osemede along Opas Okumba Road. The other day, he faked his kidnapping. He went to go and write my name that I was responsible for his kidnapping. He arrested 12 people, 12 members of the community, put them in prison. The people of the community went to Oba Palace. Oba Benin never answered them. These people, a lot of people from the community have run away from their home. Today, their children, they're now homeless. Some of them resort into crime, prostitution as a means of survival. The Nogi of Ukiri don't have any land in Ukiri village. Is now contemplating on the CDA law which you pass, that those boys, the people who come from that village, they are criminals, they are CDA, that the governor have passed CDA law, is now using the CDA law in the opposite sides. They have been classifying the aboriginal youth of the village as CDA, terrorists, criminals, armed robbers, kidnappers, giving them names, different type of names, of which the Nogi of Ukiri Esemede, Agbe, is the criminal. I was very surprised the other day. I spoke to him. I have his phone number. I was very surprised the other day. He rent some thugs and invaded Ukiri village, shoot them, and he classified them as criminals, as terrorists. The other day, he went to fake that he's in coma. These are all families of the Oba. They called so-called Enigis. These things is happening in our lands while you preside over as a state governor. Your Excellency, we are begging on you, help us. We are going to extinction. People are coming out today, 4+4 talk about Chomole. They are saying all those Babadash. You are an educated man. You have a lot to do for our people. But Your Excellency, when you continue to work, people continue to destabilize your government. But I come out today as a light to help you, to join you, to rebuild our states and make our states a better place, so that our people, our children who live in diaspora can be able to come back to their home and work. I live with a lot of Yoruba people here. They go to school here in Germany, in Europe. They go back, they return back home. How many of our people have returned back? Their children have returned back to London, say from London, to come and work in our states. Because the people of Ogun State and Osun State, these are the people that are giving the Yoruba royalties. The Oba Benin will never allow our people to work in our states. He have classified us as slaves of the Oba. If you are not a slave, they classify you as the enemy. So therefore, I have decided to take the position of the president of Oba Association worldwide. Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, we are on our knee begging on you after the election to make sure that those companies, if they want to employ any staffs, instead of going to Lagos, they have to employ the staffs in those states. And we will also urge you to set up a committee to monitor their employment, to make sure that our Isham brothers don't run away from their home, so that our Isako, our Ijo, our Igbanke, our Onwa, our Ibilo, our Igala people can work happily and move freely in our states. Your Excellency, we are talking about the area of Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola issue. The Nogi of Enya was collecting $92 million nairas yearly from Coca-Cola from royalty. Even the tax that Coca-Cola paid to state governments is not up to 90 to 92 million, of which we were aware that the Oba Benin called the Nogi of Enya and told the Nogi of Enya to be transferring that money to the Oba accounts. They say they have blue bloods. Your Excellency, these things that they are doing in those states does not happen in the rest states of Nigeria. It doesn't apply in Edo Central. It doesn't apply in Edo North. Why is it that the Oba Benin and his own descendants and some few of his family will continue to sell our lands and everybody will become silent? Nobody will talk. Your Excellency, as I speak to you right now, the Oba Benin have enacted a law that anybody who want to become a Ewuare, the oldest man in the village, have to come to Oba Palace and take oaths and swear that he is going to be a slave to the Oba. That anything that the Oba will say, they should also follow it till the death of their life. So the Oba Benin have started using this excuse of using them to take oaths to continue to deprive them of their fundamental rights and their rights to existence, to exist. Mr. Governor, democracy is a government of the majority. We are the majority and we are the people. Today, we are not part of the government. The Oba Benin is riding Rolls Royce, different type of jeep, having mobile police that are close, mobile police, civil defense police, the security, the Oba Benin, the money they are using for the security for vote for the Oba Benin can change the life of about 300 people. Can we continue to keep quiet and allow the Oba Benin to continue to deprive us our rights, what belongs to us? The answer is no. I have come out today as Ogiso of our time. Next week, we are going to seek a court declaration from the Federal High Court, and we are going to seek the court declaration to know where the Oba Benin derive such power from. We want to know whether it's a constitutional power. So we are going to join state governments in the suit so that we can be able to serve the state government, so that the government is an arm, it says the executive government, the executive arm of government is an organ of arm of government that executes law. So we believe after the court declaration, Your Excellency can be able to implement and execute the law. Your Excellency, I live in Germany today. Come to Germany here today, come and look at our people. We know in the midst of 10 there must be Judah or 5. But today, There is no asylum house you go to in Germany where you don't see our women with 5 children, 3 children, asylum seeker, our boys, cultists, some of them putting dread in their head, very dirty dread. They are uncivilized, some of them are uneducated because they were deprived of the education. It's only the Oba Benin children that can go to Europe to school. You all know. Your Excellency, we all know that the state government is giving 10 million naira to the Oba of Benin monthly. And we all know that 7 local governments we have in Edo State, they are giving 5% of their allocation to the Oba of Benin. Can we continue to fold our hands and allow our people to die? Your Excellency, you will go to, let me draw your attention to the area of the diaspora. In Burkina Faso, our children, our family, our mother, our sisters, they are all making prostitution for their survival. Whereas we have companies in Edo State that can accommodate our sisters. If you go to Mali, I was very surprised seeing the Oba of Benin, who is the cause of our problem, even saying that he wants to stop human trafficking. Look at the man who wants to stop human trafficking. He came out the other day, he said he was having a Ewuare foundation. Anybody who came from the diaspora, they say they should go and put money there. Your Excellency, Ewuare Foundation is a fraud. We want the AFCC to investigate Ewuare Foundation. And we are urging the international community to stop henceforth putting money in the Ewuare Foundation. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. Your Excellency, I want to put it before you, sir, that since the inception of Ewuare Foundation, we have never seen any meaningful projects they have executed. We were aware some time ago the European Union brought some money to reduce the mass migration of our people to diaspora. But I was surprised that we have 7 local governments. I have never seen in Northern local government or in the local government where the Oba Benin went to go and build some houses with the money that was given to him, and he gave the money, oh, this money for agriculture, take these people, don't use to farm, don't go to Europe again, nothing like that. Please stop calling me. Don't you have sense? I have never seen anything like that have happened. But to my surprise, the Oba Benin will continue to use Ewuare Foundation to be defrauding people. We were so surprised the other day, some of our African America who came all the way from California, they traced their DNA to Edo State, that they were sold as slaves by the ancestors of the Oba, not my ancestor. My great-grandfather never sold any slaves. It was the Oba of Benin and his terrorist group that sold those people to slavery. Instead of the Oba of Benin to have apologized to them for the crime they have committed against our Aboriginal people, the Oba of Benin was telling them to put money in his foundation. To do what? He was bringing a disgrace to our people, to our land. Your Excellency, can we continue to live like this when you are a governor, you are a highly educated man, one of the most educated governors we have ever had in the history of Nigeria, to be allowing a drug addict like the Oba of Benin to be destabilizing your government? destabilizing your administration, bringing shame to your administration. I was surprised the other day, Prince Okoro was among the people that welcome you in London. But 1 week after, I saw Prince Okoro because why? What happened? Prince Okoro called me, hello, Okbiya Koyo Koyo, how are you? The Oba Benin invited Prince Okoro. Prince Okoro honored the Oba Benin. The next thing, Prince Okoro was kidnapped 12 o'clock in the night by the court, so-called criminal cultist gang of the Oba Benin, led by Obodo Bembo, which is a member of a secret court called Aye, and also Kukan, and also Ogboni member, and Tony Kabaka, to kidnap Prince Okoro, Ugiamu, one Mr. Ugiamu, who live in Upper Sokomba Road, and a pastor who live in Skimia House. They were all taken to palace to take oaths. They took poisonous oaths against their wish. They were beaten like animals, and they were taken to state CID. Your Excellency, there is a lady who work. There is a lady who work in Edo State High Court. Her name is Awawu Ikumuse, Magistrate Awawu Ikumuse Usayende. She is the Deputy Registrar Administration, High Court, Saple Roads. At the same time, she is a Magistrate Court 3, Ewuare Saple Road. The Oba Benin induced this woman to put Okoro and Ugiamu and the pastor that live in Skimia without charges. They were just put in prison custody without no crime. Tony Kabaka came to court premises, the court premises, and started videoing them. They were taking laws into their hands. They were bringing bad name to your administration, and the whole world were even looking at you. Even where a place where a Boko Haram rule, those type of things don't exist. We will never allow Oba Benin to be using terrorism to be oppressing our people. It's null and void, Your Excellency. We are calling on you to also question, and we're also calling on the Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Edigi, to never to go to palace and take beat. When you're going to palace and take beat, that is to show that we don't have judiciary in Edo State. It's bad. Any chief judge that come to Edo State, Oba Benin will induce her and give her beat. So therefore, she will become slave to the Oba. How can the number one law citizen of Edo State become a slave to the Oba? As I speak to you, Your Excellency, Oba Benin have been using that woman to put many people in prison. A lot of people are in Oko today. Some villagers are still in Oko prison today, of which social media have not brought their case out. Oba Benin have been using Ikomose Awawu Usayende, Magistrate Ikomose Awawu Usayende, to be imprisoning our people after using them in taking oaths. Look at what is going on in our state, Mr. Governor. Is that how we're supposed to live? These are functions of the state: protection of lives and property, provision of basic amenities. It is the functions of the states to provide security. It is not the duty of the Oba of Benin to provide security. Today, the Oba of Benin is now using thugs, criminals, to be harassing our Aboriginal people. Our people are now running away from home. When you talk, they will take you to Oba Palace. They will go and poison you. As I speak to you, Your Excellency, today, my name is in State CID. They have classified me as terrorist. They have classified me as kidnapper. I was very surprised. A policeman called me and told me that my name is kidnapper. My name is terrorist. My name is armed robber. They have laid a lot of allegation against me, which I know nothing about. Is it a crime for someone to stand for the freedom of his people? Even Nnamdi Kanu was never arrested for terrorism. I say for for terrorism and armed robber. The Oba of Benin so powerful to the extent that he is now in charge of the judiciary. We don't know where can we go from here, Your Excellency. Oba of Benin is now in charge of the judiciary. The other day, we were aware all the permanent secretary and some of the directors, the Oba from the Edo South, the Oba of Benin called them and initiated them, some of them, into a oath taking to become his slaves. These things are happening in our states. Nobody is talking. The people who are supposed to talk, Oba Benin have used them to take oaths. For example, the other day, what is the name of this man? That one was used to used in taking oath in Oba Palace. I forgot the name of the other one. That one, what did they call that man? That was what? Please, somebody can write me the name of that man. That one that said they have 166 Ewuare or 66 Ewuare in Edo State. What is the name of that man? That man was used to take oaths in the palace against his own wish. I have never seen such a thing happening in another state. We don't know where the Oba Benin is getting all those power from to be kidnapping people to Oba Palace, using them to take a oath. We saw what happened to Prince Okoro, how Prince Okoro was used, naked, embarrassed, after using him for oath taking because the crime he committed for calling me, hello, Koyo, that was the only crime he committed. And Magistrate Awawu level many charges against Okoro. So the Oba Benin have become Saddam Hussein is not even like that. I don't know how to describe the Oba Benin. But we are not under a kingdom. We are having democracy. So you mean the Oba Benin is now acting as the president of Edo State? Edo State is now a country? Your Excellency, please, Your Excellency, we are saying today that we want to have rights. We want to come back to our home. We want to live in our home. We want to work in our home. We want to live our houses. We want to live in our villages. We want to farm. We want the Oba Benin to stay away from our farms, selling our villages. Now, Your Excellency, Ezelechai, the son of the Oba, is not selling our lands. They have no business in Oba Palace. The only functions of the Oba today is to be selling land in all villages in Edo South. But he was saying he's the second God, Your Excellency. The other day, he tried to use you to fight the Ijos. He said he want to also go and sell Ijo land. Omotete came out and be bragging that the governor did not fight the Ijo people. We know, yes, Kotisugbo. We saw how Kotisugbo was being humiliated. He doesn't. What was the crime of Kotisugbo? They just this gangster, the courtesan, the gangster, the Oba Benin are recruiting in those states. They kidnapped. Kotisugbo was taken under duress to take oath in Oba Palace. Today, Kotisugbo is now being silent after taking that oath. Mr. Governor, we want to see that under your rule as the governor of Edo State that this madness of the Oba Benin will stop. We want you to make an history to stop the Oba Benin from intimidating our people, from harassing our people, from imprisoning our people, from impoverishing our people. You will continue to walk, our people continue to run. Your Excellency, we are praying that your second term will bring changes to our states. Sir, we have no home to call our home. If we cannot stay in our home, where else can we live in the world? Nowhere. We are begging on you. We are also using this opportunity to extend my plea to Mr. Osarodi Ogi. Your Excellency, I say your not Excellency. I don't know how to call the Secretary to the State Governor, Mr. Osarodi Ogi. Domo, sir. Let me say Domo. Please, you have been a good man to Obaseki. We also like you. You are an educated man. We want you to advise the governor to stop the Oba Abini from selling our land. And we are also going to beg on the governor, Mr. Sorode Ogi, those government reserves that the Oba Abini is taking over, that he owns those government reserves. Even he owns the village. We are calling on Sorode Ogi to use his good office to make sure that those land 2020, after the victory of Governor Obaseki, that those lands will be retrieved and everything will be under the state government. Our people are saying, go village and make farm. Most of our people don't have village again. The Oba Abini have sold their village. Like the village next to my village is called Gbedu. The whole village was sold by Ewuare. Those people don't have place to farm again. You cannot talk. When you talk, they will put you in prison. Look at what is going on in our land, and the governor is not aware, but people will continue to be pouring insult on the governor. He's a criminal. He's a this. I want to tell you today that the Oba Abini is richer than the Governor Obaseki. Sometimes the Oba Abini will sell one land that worth 1 billion naira. If Governor Obaseki sell a land for 1 billion naira, what we all say, Governor Obaseki is a criminal. Governor Obaseki is a thief. Oba Abini is not contented. We all were aware the other time when I came out, when I cried out. The Oba Abini was going to government house to be collecting money from government every time. But I raised an alarm. I said, no, it's uncalled for. Your Excellency, democracy is a government of the majority. The Oba and his family, they are minority. The power to become a governor lies in the hands of the majority. Your Excellency, and I want to say today that you can recruit good people to go to these villages. Without the support of those Oba, people don't love them. We don't love them. We want to love you. We want to love a governor who can be our Moses. I cannot stand here to be insulting Governor Obaseki when we have asked you something. What we have asked you, we have to give you time to do it for us. Your Excellency, in United Kingdom, our people, some of them, they want to come back to home. They are 60-something years, 70 years. They're supposed to come back home, some 50-something years. We have our brothers who school in the Western world who can bring their knowledge to develop our states, but they cannot come back home because the Oba Abini will never allow them to grow. Either you become Ugboni or something become Aye, you will never have a job in our state. But we are so happy today that God Almighty used Governor Shomole to bring you as a magic to make a surprise in our lands. The other time, people were calling me from the other side, telling me to be insulting governor. And I swear in the name of God, people were calling me, telling me to insult governor. I'm a native doctor, spiritually so precisely. I tell them, my friend, don't tell me to insult governor. Can you tell me to insult God? No. If you are talking second God, I believe it has to be the state governor that is second God. After God, it has to be the governor, the person in charge of our state is called second God. But we are not saying the governor is second God because the governor have the power to change things in our land. That is the reason why I've come here today to cry out that our governor should listen to us. Your Excellency, people are talking about Italy. If you go to Italy today, come and look at our sister, 40-something years, 30-something years, 50 years, 60 years, our youth who are supposed to be the bedrock of our society, they are all beggars. Beggar. begging to survive. Some of them don't have home. Some of them are prostitutes. They don't have home to sleep. Look how these are our mothers, these are our sisters. How, where is life after the year from? Which life are these people will produce? Your Excellency, you are the only one we can cry to that can listen to us today, because we cannot be insulting everybody when we knew, or I knew also, that you are an educated man. Mr. Governor, help us. The Bible say, ask, ye shall find. Oh, we have come to ask you today, help us. The Oba of Benin is our problem. Oba Ewuare and his brothers, no matter the amount of money we give to them, they will not be belleful. They will not be contented. They are not contented. They said you should give them all. Your Excellency, please. There is no way I can really express how I feel about the suffering of our people. I never keep secrets. All I'm saying is real. I want to appreciate your good work in our state. I have consulted and I have spoken or speak to a lot of people in Edo State. They have told me that the refinery in Ologbo will be commissioned this year. We don't have refinery in Edo State. In the history of our state, you are the first governor to have built a refinery in our state. But those people who are criticizing you will not talk about the refinery you have built. They will continue to criticize you that you are the one that, if there's erosion, they say you are the one responsible for the erosion. They will continue to criticize you, condemn you. The Oba who is selling our villages, who is constituting nuisance, using our money to be smoking drugs, cocaine, fooling himself, building house in Lagos, building house in Abuja, riding big cars. Nobody will say the Oba is responsible, because when they talk, they will use them to go and swear oath. Your Excellency, it was very clear the other day that my father, when I speak out, if there is something bad in the community, people have to come out to cry out. I cry out that the Oba of Benin is responsible for our misery. Oba and his brothers, the Nigis, when I cry out, my father was kidnapped and my father was used to take oaths in our palace. Have you ever seen such a thing in Nigeria? When you cry, your father will be a victim. So, Mr. Governor, I will not say everything today, but before I wrap up, I want to also beg you never to give up, to also remember us, because if you look at Edo State, it's a shame. The sixth richest state in Edo State, in Nigeria, Edo State. And if you look at the situation of our people, our youth today, they are all over the world making prostitution, yahoo, courtesan, in short, they are confused people. The Oba Benin is taking advantage for our misery, to enrich himself and his children. I want to also use the opportunity to call on all our Aboriginal people of Edo State. I want to call on you that next week, by the grace of Almighty God, in the name of our ancestor, we will be filing a suit in a federal high court in Nigeria. We are not going to file it in a state high court because the chief judge of Edo State, I'm afraid that the Oba of Benin have influence over her. I saw her in Oba Palace. The former chief justice of Edo State, the Oba of Benin, give her beats. So we are now scared to even approach the state high court because the Oba of Benin is now in charge of the state judiciary. When you report any case, you take any case to Edo State High Court, we believe that it is the chief judge that will assign a judge. They will say a justice delayed is a justice denied. That is the reason why the Oba of Benin is so powerful, because he's a member of different secret courts. He have used the court to influence many people in the civil service. Your Excellency, thank you and thank you once more. That is my new message to you. I pray that the gods of our ancestors will be so protect you and guide you through this new year. So, before I end it up there, I will also advise Your Excellency, please. I know you have been trying to make peace with your brother. Oshomole is your brother. We know Oshomole have made mistake. Oshomole mistake was as a result of what the Obabini have done. Obabini is responsible for the misery and for the confusion in our state and the misunderstanding between Oshomole and you, Your Excellency, is caused by the Oba Ewuare of Benin. He's a confucianist, he's a liar, he's a betrayer, and he's behind. If you talk like this side, will talk like the other side. So thank you, Mr. Governor. I want to say today that I want to thank our mommy in United Kingdom and our brother in United Kingdom. Two of them have supported, they have paid their contribution to make sure that we succeed in this 600,000 naira project. I thank you, but some of our brothers in the United States, we are waiting for your contribution because you cannot allow our state to be taken over by one particular blue blood, a man who have blue blood, Pharaoh. So it's a challenge, and I want to also urge our brothers in Italy. This is a project that you need to invest on. I want you to support financially. We want to call on our brothers who live in Germany here. One of our brothers just sent money from Germany, said, we have not seen the money, but say, okay, maybe the money will come, maybe because of there was holiday. We thank you. May the ghost of our ancestors bless you. So he said, we urge all of you, if you know you are my friends, not by calling me, telling me carry on. No. We cannot continue to be slave to the Oba for all the rest of our life, whereby the Oba Benin and his children will continue to be selling our inheritance. It's an abomination before God. If you cannot fight for your rights, your children are dead. Your future is destroyed. And the gods of our ancestors will ask you, your children will ask you one day, are you taking this money to heaven? Greediness is bad. I'm not telling you to give you money to eat. You can watch Unadi Kanu today. He's doing a very great job. He's fighting for his people, fighting for everybody in Nigeria. It's not even fighting for the Igbos. He's also fighting for the Yoruba, fighting for everybody to have their own rights. Self-determination he was fighting for. That is what his fight stands for. Nnamdi Kanu, if you think Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for only the Igbo, you are deceiving yourself. He's fighting for everybody in Nigeria. He wants everybody to have a right to life. So actually, it is a disgrace to see the reaction of our people towards our project. The outcome was very poor. I want to say you people have to show up, and we cannot continue to be talking when we are not taking any action. We cannot continue to be talking every day, talking. We want to make sure that a court case is being instituted against the Oba of Benin to make sure that if the state government cannot act, we are ready to act. We'll take him to court and we face the wrath of law. We don't want to go into the evil we have committed, but now we want to start with our fundamental human rights, with our right to life. We are the owner of our land. We are the aborigine. We don't have any other place we come from. We cannot come to here and be fighting for passport who we have home. Today, I'm a victim, but today, I will say God Almighty will also succeed. We will succeed by the grace of God. I mean, Obaluk Mahab went to police here in Germany. First time, they lay allegation was brought against me that I threatened people on the phone. in one city in the northern central part of Germany that I want to kill them, kill their family, but they have no proof, and they are going to bring that proof. I have never threatened anybody in Germany that I will kill them, kill their family, and kill their children. We know they are going to bring the proof. The police, German police, are intelligent. When you are laying allegation, you will be ready to defend your allegation. Secondly, Obalukman also went ahead to lay allegation against me that he is a son of Oba, that his name is Prince Edwin. So I am going to counter all those allegations. I will bring proof to the police. I will, by the grace of God, I am going to provide the proof to the police. He sent a letter to Benin that Oba, they should forge his name to the Oba family so that he become Prince Edwin Dausa, become liar, So it's not going to work for him because we believe in truth and will continue to be peace-loving people, and by the grace of God, we are going to win them. Light will always shine over darkness. I mean, my brothers and my sisters, I beg you all today. Some people said they will support me and they will support us, not me, January, but we are waiting for your support. If it happened like that, that after you have called me, at the end of the day, you were just making mouths, it is a shame for you. It's a shame to your parts. We are not fighting for ourselves. We are fighting for the future of our children. This is a project we believe we all can participate to make sure that we will come to our land. Our land belongs to us. I remember when Buhari was talking at that time, they take them to their local government of origin. We have local governments, we have states. That is where we come from, Edo State. We will not allow one man and his children to just take over our destiny. We will praise him, he has swag. Is that how we will live all the days of our life? Today, when we are talking about reality, talking about truth, most of our people, they are being carried away because they belong to different type of secret society. Eye, Aye, Boni, Sopika, different dirty names they belongs to. And this is the only employment we have in those states. If you want to work, they will just employ you as an Aye, that you are already working. The jobs we have in Edo State is not given to our people, it's given to the people from Ogun State. I'm not a tribalist, tribalistic man, but we believe that we have to manage what we have. So, my brothers and my sister, I urge on you. My telephone number is +49 17 49 66 1566. I repeat again, my telephone number is +49 17. I repeat again, my telephone number is +49 17 49 66 1566. I repeat for the last time, my telephone number is +49 17 49 66 1566. We urge you to contribute, and we believe with your support we can be able to succeed and we'll get to the promised land. We are not going to say we believe in the other way at the biblical way. We are above all those darkness. These are irrelevance. We are fighting to stop the oath taking of our people. So anytime you're in Benin, you can feel safe. You will not be afraid that Benin will come and take you to take oath. These things will be a thing of the past after the court declaration. And I want to repeat, after the court declaration, the Oba Benin, the court is going to define it that we are seeking a declaration. If the Oba Benin have rights to take people to take oaths, if the court define it that the Oba Benin does not have rights in our constitution, any person the Oba Benin use in taking oaths, the Oba Benin will go to prison. That is unconstitutional. It's illegal. So we urge you all today to support. Tomorrow is Friday. We said, if you are for us, you are for us. If you are against us, you are against us. But we love you all. We urge you to support us. Hello? Hello?
My brother, where are you?
Oh, yes, real life here. What going on?
Where you go?
Down your way. Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, address on the address. Well, that is a victory for us. Looking my all, yeah. Yeah. I see. Uh, we have just have a breaking news now, and we were told now. I'm told now by my informant that the Nogi of Ukuri is dead. It's a breaking news. Enogi of Ukuri is dead, and I want to continue. Let me use broken English. We were told now that Enogi of Ukuri is dead. Enogi of Ukuri, as you all know, he was a former superintendent of police. He tormented the people of Ukuri so much. I called Enogi of Ukuri. I told him, please allow our people to have freedom. He said, he's Enogi that Oba have banned CDA. I told Enogi of Ukuri, allow these people to have freedom. On live video, Wabelena or Wunena. Enogi of Ogan Palace was destroyed and burnt. So this is a lesson to the remaining Enogi, and I'm urging all of you, please resign and leave. We don't want you all any in our land. Mama Igualuwa. And I have said it. I stand in the name of our ancestors, Ogiso, and I pronounce it, and I shall continue to stand for the truth of our people, that they will never have peace. Oba Bini, I prophesy it. I say there is going to be a history before New Year. You people were arguing with me. I am a spiritualist of Boeing. Today, the Enogi of Ukuri is dead. Enogi of Ukuri. Anybody who know you get land for Ukuri, your land is free. Go back and take your lands. I am urging the brothers, the family of Enogi of Ukuri, to vacate that land. We are vacate to Tony. The Tony Wotowa. I am calling on all the indigenous people who have land in Ukuri to go back to their land and start making farm in their land. And I am calling on the brother to the Enogi of Ukuri to desist from selling any part of any lands. I'm calling on the state governor to with immediate effect take over those lands. Your Excellency, here we Enogi of Ukuri, here we or the money and but I have to check it very well if it is truth. If it is truth, I'm urging those Ukuri people who ran away from their home, they should go back to their home. You are free. Ogiso have set you free. Say, yes. Ya neru ni yewu ne wa Ogiso ga talk be ise Ogiso ga talk be ise wa ato yewu ne. I am happy today to see that those Oba family, our ancestors, will continue to destroy them. And my prophecy have started. I said it that there's going to be a calamity on the lands. The first one was Enogi of Enogi of what is the name of that Enogi? Enogi of Uga. The palace was set on fire. 12 houses was burnt down by our aborigine, the gods of our land. Thank you so much. Secondly, Enogi of Ukiri have been tormenting the people of Ukiri. The neighboring village took them to court. Today, you have died. You did not take that land to heaven or to hellfire. I was waiting for you. Maybe you will take the land to hellfire. About Benin, I will cross-check it because people have just called me and told me that Enogi of Ukiri died near Modowu on Monday. That is, the Duke died on Monday. I stand for truth and I stand with the blood of Ogiso and the blood of my life. I will make sure I will continue to speak for the freedom for our people from the hands of this blue blood of our family. I am urging the people of Ukuri to resist any Enugi or whatsoever. I declare today that any Enugi who is ever sent to Ukiri shall die a miserable death. He said, and I say today that one of the childs of Ewuare, as my prophecy, of where you are here now, the son, the child, the daughter, one will die. Because God told Moses, tell Pharaoh, free our people. Pharaoh said no, he will not free them. But later on, the fire will come. Ewuare, I said it and I see it. I stand before our ancestor, Ogiso. I am the descendant of Ogiso, the aboriginal son of the land. And I stand with my hand today as a priest. These gods of our lands, Ogiso, all the blood, the death of our innocent brothers you slaughter for human sacrifice, they are in with me. And I hold the key to the kingdom of Godomigodo, Ogiso, that there will never be peace in the household of the Oba family. The power have come today. You, Ewuare, I stand before our ancestor. Calamity shall fall in your hand this year. We are the children of God. We are the Israelites of Africa. We continue to consult with our gods, the gods of our land. You all shall continue to perish and will continue to celebrate your demise. The Bible says, the Pharaoh you see today, you shall see them no more. We will continue to celebrate your destruction, your deaths, because you are evil in our land. I have given you a condition instead of you to come out and negotiate with me like the way Moses negotiated with Pharaoh. You refuse. Instead, you give money to for a rule to come and lay allegation and pay money for a lawyer to put me in prison. Oba Lukman, I came here and lied against me in the police. I'm terrorist, of which I am not. You bring money to make sure that they stop me from making live video. Lie against me. But today, cut any video you want to cut. I stand and I defend what I have said today. I will continue to celebrate the destruction of Ewuare descendants, the evil and the Nigis. You will never have peace as long as our sisters continue to suffer in prostitution, in courtesan. The deaths, the blood of our brothers who shed in courtesan, who died in the Mediterranean Sea, will destroy you, Ewuare, and your descendants. Say, the gods of our ancestor Ogiso, thank you. And I want to say that I'm the last man standing. They are trying all their possible best today to stop me, to make sure that we did not achieve, we did not go to the promised land. And I said today, with my Father is with us. They will try to stop me, but before they will succeed, we shall destroy them. Obodo, Tony Kabaka, it shall not be well with you. Our ancestors, Ogiso, have come. We have come to stay. We will continue to celebrate the destruction of the Enigis. Don't be afraid. There is good thing does not come easily. Celebrate their destruction, celebrate their deaths, so that our land shall grow peace. Ogiso, our ancestors, the gods of our land, the ancestor, the king that come from the sky, I celebrate, I'm happy. I predict that there will be a calamity in the hands of Ewuare. I did not predict it with myself. It ancient of days, the power from our ancestors used me, and I said yes, because I dream. I'm a good dreamer. The blood of our brothers who dies in cultism, the blood of our sisters who died in prostitution disease, and the blood of our people who died in Mediterranean sins, our desert, are with me to fight the Ewuare of Benin. You have one condition about Ewuare of Benin. Implement a dialogue. Start it. The ancestors have told you to negotiate the freedom of our people with me. I am the one. And I tell you today, Ewuare, I have this dream for you. It's a reality. You will strike with disease. What do you tell me, our ancestor? Ewuare will strike with disease. You will be struck with disease, and the government will be forced to seize some of your properties. This is prophecy for you. I tell you today, you look me as nobody. I will tell you in the other words, in the spiritual world, the ancestors with me. We cannot continue to suffer. Why? Our people, I celebrate in the name of God. Celebrate the destruction of these iniquities. They are told in our flesh. Ogiso, I saw what I saw in my dream. I am coming to Edo State, the land of my ancestors. I am coming to my lands. What did I see? Yes, we are coming to take over our land. We will be welcomed like a hero. Ogiso Atokbe said, we love you so much. We love you. And I want to tell you today, I am Ogiso, the Aboriginal king of our land. I consult again with our ancestor. The spirit is with me now. Yes, the spirit says, Ewuare will never have peace. What did you tell me? God. There shall be calamity in the hands of Ewuare, your house. There shall be a calamity in your house, oh, by Ewuare. Yes. Yes, so shall it be. This year is a year of confusion for you. Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, you must help us. Help us so that our Father in heaven will be happy. I stand to celebrate the destruction. We must celebrate their destruction. They are evil. They are evil. The soul was Saddam Hussein fell down. The people were happy. When these evil people fell down. And I want to tell the people of Ogan, Oboreso, Ogenokisore, Ogan people, never you accept Enogi. Never. You have a deal race. This is what we have in our village, Bale. I tell you, the people of Okiri, never you allowed a Nogi in any gas to come again to sell your land. If you know you have bought any land from this Egbe, the SP of police, since he is dead now, please go and meet the villagers and settle with them. So therefore, I have stand today and I have given a resolution to the people of Okiri. You will be free. And I want to tell you, the people of Okiri, the day they will impose any Enogi on you, the land's revenge, accident shall kill that Enogi. Have I said it? I said it. Any Enogi they shall bring to Okiri, I prophesy you will die by motor accident. No more Enoge. Enoge must go. We don't want Enoge. We don't want. And I say today, I'm happy. I'm so happy. My God. Our ancestors have proved me right today. My prophecy, I told Ewuare, don't do Igwe festival. And I told you, I prophesy for you, don't do Igwe festival. When you were doing the Igwe festival, your daughter, Sayo, just fell down and slumped down. I don't know the present situation of that girl now. The only daughter, it be her for you. Thank you. And I said today, I have given my phone number out. The highest thing Oba Lukman can do, I have done it, calling me terrorist, calling me, what do you call it? I want to kill his children, I want to kill this thing. He have said, here is not Nigeria. My telephone number, I don't never change my telephone number. I continue to use my telephone number. I am not terrorist. The government know who is terrorist in this country. I am going to the police on this 20-something of this month to explain everything, my relationship with the Oba Benin and the evil they have been perpetrating in our land to the police. And also, Oba Lukman should not forget what you have put your hands, you are must finish a. If Kenudio boy you are finished a, you have to know how you came 3 times, 1999, 2000, 2001, how you came to this Europe, Germany 3 times and came, how you make fake marriage, how you also, the people you have signed for, all your hand, they are in Munich. I've written most of these things, and I'm going to show you. I don't want to read it for you. No, Omaheke. We are going to bring all this proof, except you have to call me and beg me. The Bible said there is no peace for the wicked. As I live, as the God of our ancestor, Ogiso, have resurrected from the graves that gave me the power, I shall defeat and I win you in Germany. If I win you in Germany, we are also going to win the Oba of Benin in Nigeria. Don't be scared. We are fighting for our freedom. Thank you, my people. Those people who want to help, we will not stop. We are still going to the courts. We are going to court. We are going to the court in Nigeria, and we're also going to court in Germany. I stand and I said, my people, support me and let us destroy these people. The Israelites go to war because of land. We are peace-loving people, but we said enough is enough. Our Ijo people, we love you so much. Esa Oye, Oye, we love you all so much. God bless you. Thank you so much.